That was uncalled for. But you know how I do it. Anyway, we're talking about CB radio today. And how I hooked it up and how it works and all that good stuff, okay? Hold on, I got some junk on the lens. There we go. Cobra 29 Chrome Edition. This radio I bought and I had it peaked and tuned, but we'll get into that later. Anyway, the radio comes with a red and black fusible link cord. There's your little fuse, okay? Red is positive, black is negative, and then in the ProStar, the hookup for it is right here. In the ProStar, green is hot, white is negative. So green to red, white to black, okay? Now I know I used electrical tape because I didn't have any wire nuts yet. I haven't gone home yet, so when I get home, I'm gonna put some butt connectors or something on there. But anyway, the power cord is here. Up under here is where the antenna wire comes into the back of the CB. And then I also have the wire that comes for the external speaker that's right here. And that all comes in the truck. The antenna wire and the external speaker wire come with the ProStar. They're in there. They come with it. But anyway, so let's talk about setting the CB up and everything, and the microphone and all that good stuff. You know, I have an aftermarket microphone. An astatic microphone, pretty good mic, very, very good mic. Anyway, so I said that I had the radio peaked and tuned, right? We're going to talk about that real quick. Peaked and tuned means is the guys that you buy from, you go in and you open up the guts of the radio and they tune it and tweak it and make it as powerful as possible without changing out. And sorry about that, got a phone call, screwed up the video, but anyway, we're talking about being peaked and tuned in the radio. Basically what it means is they go into the radio and tweak everything so that it puts out as much power as possible without changing too much of the insides of the radio out. My radio is tested on a bench. It's putting out 18 watts. That's pretty good for a basic little generic radio. You know, it's not generic. I mean, it's just a basic radio. There's nothing special about it. It's got your squelch meter. Or, I'm sorry, that's squelch meter. What the hell am I talking about? Your SWR meter here. Okay. So, as you can see. And when I key up, it moves. So anyway, so let's talk about these things real quick. You get your volume, your squelch, okay, your dynamic, which what that means is that's what you adjust to get out, to reach out, to talk to people. This one here, RF gain, is to hear people. The higher up you go, the further out you could hear. Delta tune is to tweak and fine tune when you're listening to people or talking to somebody. I never mess with that one. I just leave it in the middle. Talk back and your calibration is this thing here. I leave the talk back up so I can hear myself in the speaker like this.
Check 1 2.
So yeah, so you get to hear yourself talk back. So anyway, so let's set this thing up. Let me show you how to do this. First thing you're going to do is, I just do it on channel 19. They say you do it on channel 1 and channel 40, all that bullshit. Just put it on channel 19, okay? Put it in cal. Put the button down to cal. Key up the button. Hold it down. And that should be, if I can get it to focus, right there on the cal button. See how when it keys, hold on, we got to turn it down a little bit. Bring it down. Just right there on that arrow. And then while holding the button down, you switch it to SWR. And it should be no more than 1 on the SWRs. And right now we're under 1, which is good. So my antennas are good. Okay? So that's how you tune your radio. Once again, you switch it down to cal, hold it up, cal, put it to cal, turn this knob here until you reach the calibrate thing right there, that arrow, okay? And then you switch it to SWR, and it should read less than 1. If it's anything over 1, you needed to either raise your antennas or lower your antennas until you get your SWRs underneath 1 on the meter. Because what that means is if your SWRs are too high, you're not going to be able to hear or receive that well. That's what was happening in my other truck that I had. The antennas were messed up, and I had to buy an antenna because the SWRs on the stock antennas, it was just reading too high. I wasn't getting out. But with this setup, the way it works now, let's do a check real quick. Break 19 for a radio check. Anybody out there? Audio, audio, audio. Anybody hear me?
It's working.
Appreciate it, driver. So it's working. So yeah, so that's the CB radio in a nutshell, people. Basic stuff, nothing too crazy, okay? One more time, let's go over it. You got your SWR meter, okay, that tells you what you're rocking on your SWRs, all right? Your volume control and your squelch. Squelch means you turn it back right to where it's quiet, and that basically means it's going to the more you turn it to the left, the further away you can hear. Dynamic, which means the more you turn it up, which it means the further out you could project your voice. Okay? RF gain, which means you'll be able to pull drivers in. You'll be able to hear other guys from further away. The higher up you turn it. But the higher up you turn it, you get that little bit of fuzz, so you'll have to adjust your squelch as you adjust your RF gain. But I wouldn't recommend turning the RF gain up too high, because as you can see, when you turn the RF gain up, you start to mess with your SWRs. So I would leave it right about there. Okay. Hang on. What else? So anyway, so Delta Tune is to tweak and tune, but I don't mess with that one. Your talkback and your calibration button there. This is to switch for your calibration. This also has a little bit of a filter here for when you're using your squelch. You can make this, clean up the noise a little bit, but I just leave the filter off so I can receive a lot of stuff. PA or CB. Right now I'm in CB mode. If I had a speaker underneath the hood, I could switch it to PA and you know, yell at people and tell, hey, get out of the way. But I don't do that. Then you have a bright and dim switch, and then you have channel 9 for emergencies, and then channel, you know, back to normal. But other than that, if you're keying up, check this out. See how I'm keyed up and my antenna light is flickering a little bit? That's because my two antennas are fighting with each other. If I had just one antenna, it would be just fine. They say, what's the difference between one antenna and two antennas? One antenna is better, because when you have two antennas, you have to have them set perfectly exactly the same, or else they're going to fight each other. And right now they're fighting each other a little bit, so my antenna light comes on sometimes, then it goes off. But for the most part, these antennas are good to go in the truck. I was able to get out almost 7 miles and hear 7 miles the other night when I tested it with my buddy. But anyway, that's it. That's the CB video that you guys have been waiting for. If you guys have any particular questions about this video, just hit me up in the comments below, or hit me up on the Facebook link in the description box, and I'll go over the dirty details for you about antennas, about linears and all that stuff, amplifiers and everything, what antenna to run, what's the pros and cons. Just hit me up in the description box below. Hit those links up. Ask me the questions you want to ask me. Since I did my last CB video, the first one I did was horrible. I didn't know too much about CBs, but now that I'm pretty knowledgeable, I'll answer your damn questions. So, hit me up. Ask the questions. Do it now. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day. Joey, stop it. Joey, stop. Joey, let go of the phone. Joey, let go. Joey, get off. I gotta go, people. Joey, get off the phone. Stop it. Oh, my God. I gotta go. Joe. Oh.